I'm already laughing. This is take two because it turns out I just took 2 pictures of myself instead of starting and stopping a video. It was a good one too. Jeez. Here I am, I'm in the woods, and I really want to show you these woods. They're so beautiful. I'm right on the edge of, there's so many woods here. I'm at Shelburne Farms in Vermont, where I spend a ton of time. If you follow anything I do, you probably know that. Hay bales are out. There's the farm barn. I'm tucked into the woods right here just because of the wind. There's my bench. The wind prohibited me from being next to the lake, which is what I was planning on doing, being there for this message. But being in the woods is so important. It's so healthy. And so I guess that's what I get to share today, because it is forest bathing, right? Have you ever looked that up? There are so many benefits to being in the woods. As kids, we did it naturally. We just somehow innately knew that was a good place to be, but as grown-ups we need to be purposeful about it. So there's a little extra added thing today. What I really want to share is about generosity. As you have probably noticed, this month's theme is in June is June Generosity. Generosity June goes both directions. And just looking at lots of aspects. I have a bunch more to share in the coming weeks, but on this video I just wanted to encourage you, if this is something you're enjoying and you want to dig into it more, then feel free to go ahead and pick up on what I'm going to share next. And if you are just thinking a little bit about it and it's not so deep, then you can just kind of let this toss around in your mind. Either way, it's good. And even if you don't want to, you're going to hear it now. Maybe something will pop up for you at some point. Morning. So what I am suggesting, to go a little deeper, if you read the blog, if you read my newsletter and you're following along, there's a great meditation in the newsletter this week. It's actually a talk about generosity in a lot of different angles. I'm going to share a bunch more. I can't wait to share what's going on in my head, what generosity has really opened up. A lot more than I expected. So make a list this week, first of all, to give yourselves credit. All the things that you already do that are generous to yourself, to others, just to kind of take a stock of that. So where are the places that you're already generous? And take some time to think about this, and then make another list. And there's never, as you hear me say a million times, no judgment involved. Never any judgment. It's not about should you, could you, would you, regret, none of that. It's just make a list of all the ways that you could be generous if you decided to. Like me, we always have these nagging things like, I could really do this thing and that would be really nice, or I've thought about doing this and I just haven't done it. So that kind of a list, or even other things that might come to you as you're making the list. So just make a couple of lists, just starting to think about how you could be more generous if you chose to, and how you already have been, just to give yourselves credit. Because we always want to celebrate and give ourselves credit for what we have done. It doesn't matter if there's one thing on the list or 100. It's not, the point is not the number. It's quality, not quantity in this case. So hope you have a great week ahead. As always, we're heading toward, after another week, mid-June. It's going by. The mid-year time is coming. So make the most of this week. Really figure out where you want to be by mid-year, and always have some fun with it. So I hope you enjoyed my trip to the woods this morning. Some people walked by as I was doing this video, and that's out of the box for me, because I thought about stopping and then I thought, well, they're just walking by. That's what happens at Shelburne Farms. So anyway, maybe they heard a tidbit too. Have a great week ahead. Thank you so much for watching. As always, reach out, let me know how you're doing with this, thoughts that are coming up, and ahas, whatever it is. Thanks. Have a great week.